Hi, my name is Rajat Tayal, Technical Marketing Engineer. This video is to demonstrate Cisco's Mobility Express solution, which is a wireless controller function embedded into Cisco's 1800 series Wave 2 access points. Let us take a look. Cisco's Mobility Express is simple by design. It can be deployed in minutes using the 3-step over-the-air wireless express setup. It is flexible and can manage up to 25 access points and 500 clients in the network. Mobility Express supports enterprise features for smaller deployments out of the box. Let us take a look at the wireless express setup. Using a laptop, connect to the Cisco Air Provision SSID. Open a browser and enter the default controller IP to begin the wireless express setup wizard. Create the controller admin account and configure Mobility Express in 3 simple steps. Step 1 is to set up the controller. Enter the system name, country, date and time, and IP address of the management interface. Step 2 is to create the wireless networks. Create the employee network followed by the guest network if one is required. Step 3 is to enable RF parameter optimization. Select client density and traffic type for your environment. Confirm the settings by clicking on the Apply button. Press OK to reboot the access point. After the reboot, the access point will run the Mobility Express controller function. Now that we have configured the controller, let us log in using the management IP and look at the monitoring dashboard. The monitoring dashboard shows the count of wireless networks, access points, active clients, rogues, and interferers. Data in the widgets can be shown in both graphical and tabular format. We can see access point usage, list of clients connected to the Mobility Express network, applications the clients are using, and client operating systems. Under Network Summary, click on Access Points to see the list of APs managed by the Mobility Express controller. The AP table can be customized to see desired AP parameters and is also sortable by columns. Click on any of the access points to see the individual AP details. The AP details page shows general information about access point, performance summary of the 2 radios, neighbor and rogue APs, clean air information, and client distribution details. Let us take a look at best practices. Click on Best Practices from the menu on the left. On Mobility Express, best practices are enabled by default. The page on the right shows the best practice compliance score and the best practices for infrastructure, security, and RF management. Let us now take a look at WLANs. From the menu on the left, click on Wireless Settings followed by WLANs. To create a new WLAN, click on the Add New WLAN button. In the pop-up window, enter the WLAN profile name and SSID. Admin state is enabled by default but can be set to disable if required. Radio policy is set to all by default, however one can select individual radio policy from the drop-down list. Next, click on WLAN Security. For security type, Mobility Express supports Open, WPA2 Personal, WPA2 Enterprise, and Guest. For WPA2 Enterprise, authentication server can be external radius or the AP running Mobility Express. Next, click on VLAN and Firewall. If VLAN tagging is required, enter the VLAN ID. If ACL rules are needed, enable the firewall and create the ACL rules. Finally, let us configure the QoS settings. Select the QoS policy from the drop-down list. Application visibility is enabled by default on each WLAN. Click on the Apply button to create the WLAN. In summary, Mobility Express is about fast IT. It can be deployed in less than 10 minutes with best practices enabled by default. There is zero compromise on feature support, including RF parameters, which are optimized for smaller deployments out of the box. The Analytics dashboard provides capability to monitor and troubleshoot the network. Finally, Mobility Express provides investment protection to our customers. It does so by enabling controller functionality on the 1800 series Wave 2 access points. When the customer network grows, the same access points can be migrated to existing wireless LAN controller-based architectures. Thank you for watching.